Spider-Man Brand New Day is absolutely amazing. It is hands down the best Tom Holland Spider-Man movie by far. Starting off with the overall vibe, this feels like a true Spider-Man movie. Peter Parker's journey of recognizing that he can be both Spider-Man and Peter Parker and that he doesn't have to do things on his own is such an incredible evolution to watch unfold. For most of the movie, he's suppressing the Peter Parker side of his life. He's completely isolated after the events of No Way Home. Right from the opening scene, you see him in his apartment building new web shooters with the assistance of his AI called Evie, who's basically his version of Jarvis or Friday just so he has someone to talk to. He follows Ned and MJ from afar, watching them live their lives without him. It's pretty sad to see. The cinematography this time around is on a whole different level. The color palette, the lighting, and the framing give us so many moments where you could take a screenshot and it would make a fire wallpaper. That's how good this movie looks. I genuinely wanted to pause and take screenshots like I do when playing the Spider-Man games. I hate to crap on the Home trilogy, but those movies visual-wise do not compare to this. New York City actually feels like a living, breathing character here. The scale of the city, the atmospheric night shots, and the way the light bounces off the environment give it a gritty yet cinematic polish that makes it feel less like a standard MCU movie and more like a standalone comic book film. Plus, the director put in a few subtle references to prior Spider-Man movies and games that if you're like me and you love all things Spider-Man, you will most likely appreciate. Speaking of the visuals, the web slinging is top notch, easily the best we've seen in Tom Holland's entire run. You can actually feel the momentum, the speed, and the weight of his swings. The web slinging is so kinetic and thrilling, perfectly capturing how confident Peter has gotten since his last trilogy. And that carries straight over into the choreography. The fight scenes are really creative and engaging. Spider-Man's combat style in this movie relies heavily on environment interaction, quick shifts, and clever web uses rather than just trading punches. From friendly neighborhood heroics, a high-speed chase involving a stolen tank, to fighting the Hulk, the action hits hard and stays fresh from start to finish. Oh, I should probably talk about one of the most important aspects of this movie, that being Spider-Man's new suit. Now, this isn't the same suit we saw at the end of No Way Home. I was expecting that suit to be used at least once, maybe during a battle where it gets damaged, then Spider-Man makes the Brand New Day suit. I thought that because a Funko Pop was released for Spider-Man Brand New Day that features that suit, but no, Spider-Man wears the Brand New Day suit the entire movie. And honestly, I don't care. This suit is perfect. It looks so good on screen. Going back to what I said about this movie being a wallpaper fest, there are so many shots of Spider-Man hitting iconic poses where the suit's texture and colors look outstanding. It might very well sit at the #1 spot for best live-action Spider-Man suits ever made. What do you think? Is this suit #1 for you, or do you prefer another? The performances, the acting in this movie are so good. Everyone brought their A game. I really enjoyed the dynamic Spider-Man shares with the rest of the characters. We get D-Wolf, a new character introduced as a police detective who teams up with Spider-Man a lot throughout the film. Spider-Man's dynamic with the Punisher is also fun and engaging.
Go home, Frank!
The contrast between their two moral codes brings so much energy to the screen. Plus, seeing Spider-Man have to navigate the story, getting the help of Bruce Banner, eventually leading to an absolutely insane fight.
I didn't know you could get that big.
And Yelena showing up brings a fun classic comic book crossover feel without overshadowing Peter's personal story. Tom Holland gives what might be his best performance as Peter Parker yet. You can feel the deep, quiet isolation he's carrying in every single scene. That brings me to MJ and Ned. They don't have dominant roles this time around, but whenever they are on screen and whenever Peter is interacting with them or watching them from a distance, you can feel all of those raw emotions going through Peter. Without spoiling the entire villain plot, Peter goes through a lot physically and mentally in this movie. He starts getting intense, mysterious headaches as his spider powers begin to mutate and heighten his aggression. It pushes him to the point where he nearly crosses the line in a fight. On top of that, he's dealing with a psychological threat, a body-possessing entity that manipulates his deepest insecurities. There's a deeply uncomfortable scene where Peter thinks he's having a heart-to-heart conversation with MJ, only to realize the mystery person is possessing her body to play mind games with him. Let's talk about Sadie Sink, who plays the mystery threat. And when I tell you her performance was mind-blowing, her acting is actually insane. She brings a terrifying, unhinged intensity to the role, but as we learn about her tragic backstory, her character shifts from a simple threat into a deeply tragic figure. Without breaking down every detail of the climax, the way the emotional threads wrap up, including a scene that honors Aunt May's memory, a ridiculous hospital escape involving the Punisher in Spider-Man's suit, and a subtle reunion at a store involving Peter and Ned's signature handshake, ends this movie on the ultimate emotional high note. I extremely love this movie. I was just in absolute shock and awe by how amazing it looks and feels. The narrative balance is done really well. Even though I left out a few minor details to keep this review mostly spoiler-free, I really hope this video encourages some of you to go check out this awesome emotional movie. Spider-Man Brand New Day is a spectacular start to Tom Holland's second trilogy, and it leaves Peter Parker in such a fascinating, hopeful place for the future. But what do you think? If you've already seen Spider-Man Brand New Day, what are some of your thoughts? If you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you haven't already. And with all that being said, I hope to see you next time.